not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Israelites, the laws of sowing and reaping is an important concept for you to understand. Many Israelites are upset with the outcome of their life. They blame the curses for everything that goes wrong in their life. If you dislike the direction your life is going, sow better seeds. When the time comes for you to reap, you will reap 100-fold of what you sow. Yeshua spoke in parables to the people that gathered to hear him speak about sowing and reaping.
And when much people were gathered together, and were come to him out of every city, he spake by a parable. A sower went out to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it. And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it was sprung up, it withered away, because it lacked moisture. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it, and choked it. Another fell on good ground, and sprang up, and bare fruit 100-fold. And when he had said these things, he cried, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear.
If a farmer plants seeds in his garden and take care of his crops, when the time of the harvest comes, he will reap an abundance of what he sowed.
Another fell on good ground, and sprang up, and bare fruit 100-fold. And when he had said these things, he cried, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear.
The reason the farmer will reap 100-fold, the Most High will bless his labor for the commitment he displayed. The farmer took the time to nurture his crops. He never neglected his duties. The seeds the farmer planted will replace itself by producing new seeds. He can plant the new seeds that came from the original to continue to reap. The farmer can sell a portion of his gains to sustain his family and build generational wealth. With the healthy seeds he planted and nurtured, he will reap an abundance for the years to come. If the farmer plants several seeds and he neglects his crops, at the time of the harvest, he will reap less than what he could have gained if he took the time to upkeep his crops.
And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it was sprung up, it withered away, because it lacked moisture. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it, and choked it.
Due to the farmer's inconsistency, most of his crops were eaten by pestilence. He did the bare minimum to maintain his crops. He will not reap the maximum benefit during the harvest. Some of his seeds will grow and he will be able to harvest, while majority of his crops would die because he neglects his crops. Because he lacked passion, he will never enjoy the fruits of his labor. If the farmer plants seeds and do nothing to maintain his crops, at the time of the harvest he will reap nothing.
A sower went out to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it.
The farmer never did anything after planting the seeds. He did not properly care for his crops. He did not conduct any research on how he cared for the seeds. The farmer believed all he has to do is plant the seed and nature would do the rest. There are Israelites who hear the words of Yah. They love the word and they share the word and seek the Most High to further their understanding. They make it their life goal to help others in their spiritual journey. They will support their brothers and sisters and fight hard for their people. Those are the Israelites that are sowing good seeds to reap 100-fold in the future. Other Israelites hear the word of Yah and accept what they have heard. However, due to their lack of passion, they remain stagnant. They would do the bare minimum to get by and expect to reap the 100-fold. They depend on other people to do the work for them. In addition, they follow the ways of the world. Their commitment level to the Most High is unpredictable. In their world, the truth is a new trend they are following. Some Israelites, the moment they hear the word, they dismiss it and do nothing to further their understanding. They allow their unbelief hinder their progress, and they allow the kingdom of darkness to deceive them.
Now the parable is this. The seed is the word of God. Those by the wayside are they that hear. Then cometh the devil, and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved. They on the rock are they which, when they hear, receive the word with joy. And these have no root, which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away. And that which fell among thorns are they which, when they have heard, go forth, and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection. But that on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it, and bring forth fruit with patience.
Israelites, you have to sow good seeds in your life if you want to reap an abundance plus 100-fold of what you sow. Here are some examples of sowing good seeds: living at peace with everyone, helping others in time of need or in a time of abundance, giving good advice to your friends and family, mentoring a person, teaching and sharing the word of Yah, supporting those who help you tremendously. There are many other ways for you to sow good seeds. If you believe you planted good seeds in your life and the outcome of those fruits are not what you expect, it is time that you examine yourself to find out the cause. The word of Yah said we should enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Behold that which I have seen. It is good and comely for one to eat and to drink, and to enjoy the good of all his labor that he taketh under the sun all the days of his life which God giveth him, for it is his portion. For thou shalt eat the labor of thine hands. Happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee.
Many Israelites are not enjoying the fruits of their labor because they are reaping from the bad seeds they sowed in the past and now. Let's say you are jealous of a coworker and did vindictive things to that person. Later in life, you find another job that you love. You notice one of your coworkers is jealous of you, and that coworker is gossiping and spreading rumors about you. This coworker is doing all kinds of diabolical things towards you to make your life hell. You who is a changed person, you've been awakened to the truth. You are praying against the devils attacking you on the job. You are asking the Most High to intervene in your circumstance. You want to find peace at your new job. You are quoting scriptures that talk about peace. You cannot comprehend why this is happening to you. The word of the Most High made it clear: a person reap what they sow. If you sow jealousy, you would reap jealousy. If you sow a seed of hate, you will reap hate. If you sow a seed of selfishness, you will reap selfishness. What is happening to you on this new job is what you have sown in your previous job. Israelites, you cannot sow terrible seeds and expect to receive a reward. If you want something, you must sow a seed for the very thing that you want. If you want a blessing, the Most High needs to be able to use you to be a blessing to someone else. For example, let's say you are praying and asking the Most High to assist you in your finance. You see a homeless man outside your neighborhood every day for the past year in need of food and money. You ignore the homeless man. Your best friend is struggling to pay their mortgage and she asks you if you can lend her the money to pay her mortgage. You ignore her calls and never assist. 5 months down the line, you are in the same position. You ask your brother to borrow money to pay your mortgage and he ignores your calls and never lend you the money. The seed you sow of not helping your best friend is what you're reaping when your brother did not assist you. How do you expect the Most High to help you if you can't help someone else who is in need? The Most High will test you to give you an opportunity to receive the very thing you're asking. Israelites, there are times you pray and ask the Most High to intervene in your circumstance, and a few days or months later, someone comes to you for help for the same problems that you're struggling to handle. By the way, you never talk to that person about your situation. When this happens, the Most High may be giving you the opportunity to sow a seed to help that person so that you can reap what you need. In addition, the Most High is testing you. Let's say your brother comes to you and asks you to lend him $100 to pay his cell phone. You have $100, but it is your last $100. What you choose to do with the money will dictate the outcome of your prayer, asking the Most High to intervene in your circumstance. You can inform your brother that you do not have any money. On the other hand, let him borrow the money, or you can give him half of what he needs to pay his phone. If you give your brother the full amount, this indicates you trust the Most High and you believe the Most High will replace the money and intervene in your circumstance. If you opt out and not give your brother the money, this is revealing that you do not trust the Most High will intervene in your circumstance. If you give him half of what he needs to pay his bills, this reveals you are double-minded. The scriptures reveal to us the Most High tests Abraham. The Most High asked Abraham to sacrifice the very son, Isaac, he promised him. Abraham believed the Most High would give him a lamb to sacrifice instead of Isaac. Once Abraham, who wholeheartedly believed the Most High would provide an animal for the sacrifice, he had the knife in his hand and he was getting ready to sacrifice Isaac. At the very last second, the Most High stopped Abraham. Yah said to Abraham, "Now I know you fear me. There is a lamb stuck in the bush. Use the lamb instead."
And it came to pass, after these things, that God did tempt Abraham, and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, Behold, here I am. And he said, Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of. And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and saddled his ass, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up, and went unto the place of which God had told him. Then on the 3rd day Abraham lifted up his eyes, and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder, and worship, and come again to you. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering, and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand, and a knife, and they went both of them together. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, My father? And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Abraham said, My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. And they came to the place which God had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there, and laid the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven, and said, Abraham, Abraham! And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest God, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me. And Abraham lifted up his eyes, and looked, and behold, behind him a ram, caught in a thicket by his horns. And Abraham went, and took the ram, and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son.
Yah did not intervene in Abraham's situation 1 hour before the sacrifice. He did not intervene when Abraham was building the altar. He waited to the very last second to see if Abraham would obey him. I cannot imagine what Isaac was thinking. Abraham stood firm and trusted the Most High. Sometimes, Israelites, the Most High may ask you to sacrifice your last dollar to test you. This is not out of the ordinary with the Most High. You have to be able to discern if this is a test or an opportunity to sow a good seed that will open the door for you to reap. Israelites, I have been tested numerous of times, and the Most High waited to the last moment to intervene. I can testify to you today that I have failed many of those tests. I'm not perfect, but I have improved. Israelites, I would pray and ask the Most High to intervene. A few days later, I would run into someone who's in the same predicament as me. Somehow, I was in a better position to help this person. What I choose to do would dictate how the Most High will proceed. When this happens to you, Israelites, know that the Most High is testing your faith and giving you an opportunity to sow a seed that will give the Most High permission to grant you the desires of your heart. Israelites, you have to use discernment when you choose to help other people. If your best friend never pays you back after he or she promised, that is not a person you should lend money. If a person is known to take advantage of others and they are devious, do not assist them. That is Satan's way of robbing you. Be careful with who you give your support to and the people you choose to neglect. Israelites, understand that the people you support, you are making a covenant with them. For example, let's say you are a member of a popular mega church and your pastor loves money. Your pastor, who is really a wolf in sheep clothing, asks the church to help him buy a $65 million jet. You decide to sow a seed of $300 to help your pastor get the $65 million jet. When you sow the seed of $300, you came into agreement with your pastor. You unknowingly participated in your pastor's sin, which is the love of money. The scriptures reveal the love of money is the root of all evil.
For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Those who love money have stumbled from the faith, as you heard from the scriptures. In addition, the Most High said you cannot serve both Him and money. If your pastor is asking for a $65 million jet, he clearly chose money. You who participated did the same. This brings forth idolatry. The Most High will not share His glory with any other God.
I am the Lord, that is my name. And my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images.
Remember, if you love it more than Yah and you place it first, that thing becomes your God. Those who are blindly following the man of God, he is leading you to the lake of fire. Israelites, the same concept goes when you buy merchandise from your favorite celebrity to support them. Who knows what they are doing behind closed doors? You are buying their music, DVDs, concert tickets. You are supporting whatever diabolical belief they are involved in behind the scenes. You are funding their lifestyle. That makes you a partaker. If you do not know by now, Hollywood and the music industry is Satan's playground. Every other day you see the true colors of many establishments in the land of our captivity. When a black person is kicked out of a store for stereotypical reasons, those who support the establishment decision to mistreat another human being are participating in that business sins. The word of the Most High warns us of participating in other people's sins.
Lay hands suddenly on no man, neither be partaker of other men's sins. Keep thyself pure.
It is extremely important that you choose carefully of whom you will support. The word of Yah said you will know them by their fruits.
Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them.
Their behavior will expose them in due time. The example of the wicked pastor asking for an expensive private jet is revealing the kind of fruit he is producing. Who knows what else the private jet will be used for? Because you participated in your pastor's sins, the judgment meant for your pastor fall on you as well. You are reaping what you have sown by following the wolf in sheep clothing. King David sinned numerous of times. The Most High would judge the entire nation of Israel for his sins. Because King David was the leader of the Israelites, the people who was following their leader and whatever judgment fall on David, the Israelites were included in the punishment.
And David said unto God, Is it not I that commanded the people to be numbered? Even I it is that have sinned and done evil indeed. But as for these sheep, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, O Lord my God, be on me and on my father's house, but not on thy people, that they should be plagued.
Israelites, you may be reaping from seeds you sow by participating in other people's sins. That is why it is important that you stand by your beliefs. If you are for the Most High, stand with Him. Do not go against the words of the Most High when someone is pressuring you to support them. If your brother is gay and he asks you to accept him because he was born this way, you have to follow what the Most High said concerning his lifestyle. Stand with the word of Yah. This does not give you the right to bully a gay person or mistreat them. Your role is to help them see the error in their ways to bring repentance. Do not encourage their lifestyle by trying to show the world that you do not judge. The church is accepting this lifestyle because the leaders of the church are participating in this lifestyle behind the scenes. In addition, they want to collect the money from the LGBTQ community as well. The same goes for the Hebrew Israelite camps. They created a false 12-tribe chart due to the lust of their flesh to be with the strange woman. Those who ignore the Most High's instructions of not marrying the strange woman will participate in the sins of the camps. The independent teachers who spread the false teachings to other Israelites, whatever judgment the Most High proclaim against the camps, they will be condemned with the Hebrew camps, spreading lies all over social media. All of you who believe you are what your father are and marrying the strange woman, you can see the judgment on those who choose to find wives outside their people. The heathens are taking them out one by one. You who foolishly follow what you know is wrong will be judged with them. You will reap what you sow. To those of you with marital issues, have you been unfaithful in the past? Have you committed adultery? Now you have a wife or a husband of your own and infidelity is plaguing your marriage. Has the hour come for you to reap what you have sowed? Do not get angry and proclaim there's no good black woman or black man because you sowed bad seed in the past and now. Israelites, the laws of reaping and sowing is very important. You must understand this concept to help you achieve success in the future. If you want something, sow that very thing that you need so you can reap what you want. If you are struggling financially and the Most High placed in your heart to help a person, even if you don't have much, by sowing $1 can change the outcome for that person. With you helping that individual, it puts you in a position to reap. Your act of kindness will help increase that person's faith in the Most High. Who knows what they were believing the Most High for?
And Jesus sat over against the treasury, and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury. And many that were rich cast in much. And there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which make a farthing. And he called unto him his disciples, and saith unto them, Verily I say unto you, that this poor widow hath cast more in than all they which hath cast into the treasury. For all they did cast in of their abundance, but she of her want did cast in all that she had, even all her living.
Do not be mad at your life if all you did was sow negative seeds. You are only reaping what you have sowed. Israelites, understand that reaping and sowing is not about money only. You can sow a seed of encouragement, love, time, community service, friendships, patience, kindness, being trustworthy, and a good support system. There are countless of ways for you to sow good seeds. When your time comes, and it will, you will find plenty of people looking to sow in your life to help you overcome your situations. When nobody wants to help a person, the cause usually stems from them sowing bad seeds. When you do well and sow seeds that will produce good fruits, they will return the favor and remember the days you helped them. The Most High will cause those you help to bless you. Sowing and reaping is the circle of life. Israelites, start sowing good seeds so you can reap in abundance that you will not have room to store it all.
But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. Every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. And God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye, always having all sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work.